Welcome back. If you haven't practiced with me before, I'm Mary Beth, and this is my channel, my YouTube channel. I finally have one. Um, it's very awkward to do this, but I'm just me, and I'm just going to do it the way I am, and we're just going to see what we can do. So, uh, as you practice today, we'll try to keep this at 45-ish minutes. But as you practice, think as we start, before we start, think about what you want. What do you want? How do you want to feel at the end of class, at the end of your practice? This is your practice. Do as much or as little as you want. And we'll go ahead and get started. I do have a couple blocks. I always have blocks with me. You don't want to be without one if you need one. So if you don't have blocks, you can find them anywhere fairly cheaply. They're just nice to have. I like props. Maybe someday I'll make a prop video. I have so many. Don't always use them, but they're fun to have. I like gadgets. I'm a gadget person. Okay, let's settle in. Sit your spine tall. Notice your breath. Think about how you want to feel when we are finished. And keep your awareness on that thought, that intention. We'll take a couple big breaths here. Feel the belly come, or feel the air coming through your nose, down your throat, and into your lungs and your belly as you inhale. And then press the air out of your belly, out of your lungs, your chest, back out through your nose. Notice if the air temperature, is it cold or warm? Or your breath smooth or choppy? And don't judge. Just notice how it's feeling today. And then as you do that on a daily or a few times a week basis, notice if it's different. Let's take one more big breath together. A nice big inhale. Pause at the top of that breath. And then exhale, press it out. Return to your natural breath. Open your eyes if they're still closed. And tell your body it's time to move. Let's bring our hands to our knees. Maybe just give your legs a rub. Wake them up. And then find a little Sufi churn or churning Sufi roll. Sufi roll. Sufi. Okay. Bring your chest forward and around and back. Roll onto the front and the sides and the backs of your sit bones. Just a few in this direction. And then reverse. So, yeah, let's reverse. Music. I love music in yoga. I like to play around. I do play the same playlists in my public classes, but filming videos and worrying about the sound and the music just and having it be legal using unpaid for music online is just kind of funky. So when you do online practices, if you like music, find a playlist you like. I'm on Spotify if you want to find my name. I have all kinds of silly stuff on there, but there's a couple, Yoga 1, Yoga 2, Yoga 3 are playlists that I like. Push start when we start, or find your own playlist and just have it in the background. All right, let's sit our spine tall. I'll stop talking. We're going to inhale, reach up. Flip the palms, press the air down, bring your chin to your chest. couple more of those. And as we start these movements in our practice, notice if you have any tweaks or pinching, and just notice. See if you can work it out. Maybe add some wiggles. We'll inhale, reach up. Right hand down to the mat. Find that side bend. Gaze to the ceiling. Notice how that changes the side bend. Gaze to the floor. Inhale, reach up. We'll take it to the other side. Right hand comes down. Side bend. Look up. Exhale to look down. Keep reaching these top fingers. Inhale, reach up. Arms reach, and then come to goalposts. I can't do that without doing that. Twist to one side, hands come down. Maybe front hand to opposite knee. You can use that for a little leverage. Maybe deepen the twist a bit. Exhale, come forward. Shoulder rolls. Inhale, reach. Exhale, goalpost, twist to the other side. Hands come down. On an exhale, face forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. So, in this fold, here at the beginning of our practice, your spine is tall. Maybe on an exhale, you deepen the fold. But just notice where you feel this, how it feels in your hips. Maybe you curl forward a little deeper. Find some sways. Any wiggles you like in your practice, just add them in. I used to go to classes. Come on up. I used to go to public classes, studio classes, loved them. But when I first started, I was so afraid to move. Once I got into a pose, I felt like I had to be there. But wiggle around. Always make the pose work for your body. Let's make our way over to hands and knees into a tabletop, maybe a little tick-tock side to side, waking up those hips. But come onto table. Add in your cats and cows here. Notice how your low back is feeling today, or any other places in your body that give you trouble some days. When you're in cat pose, let your head dangle, sway side to side. Shake your head yes and no. We'll take right foot to the back of the mat. Tuck the toes. Get that long stretch in the back of your leg, pressing your heel away from you. Lift the leg. Keep your hips level. Maybe even put your arm back there. Left arm can reach forward, thumb to the sky, sunbird. On an exhale, hand comes down. Bend your knee. Press foot to the ceiling. Notice if you're sinking, press away. Yes, I know that we did this in the other glute class, but we're doing it again. On an exhale, knee comes down. Add that cat and cow. Take left foot back to the back of the mat. Tuck the toes. Press the heel. A little repetition in life is fine. Hips are level. Lift that leg. Maybe right arm reaches forward. Thumb to the sky. Really press that heel, reach fingertips far away from each other. Exhale, hand down, bend the knees, pulse that foot to the ceiling. And then return Find a cat and cow, and we'll press up to a down dog. Hands, our fingers are spread wide. You can have your hands, I've learned it two different ways. Fingers can be twisting out or maybe a little in. See how that works in your body? Try them both. Take one foot back and the other to plank. Pause here. And then take that tailbone up to the sky. Knees stay bent. Pull in your low belly. Squeeze low belly in. Reach heels to the back of the mat. Press the mat away with your hands. And once again, let your head dangle. Pause for a breath here. And then make your way to the top of the mat. Maybe tiny little steps here at the beginning of our practice. Come to that forward fold. The blocks are nice. So knees are bent. Maybe a little sway side to side. And then when you're ready, release anything you're holding on to. Hands come to shins, halfway lift, long flat back. If you have a mirror, check it. If you have a shadow, check it. Exhale, fold. Little bend to your knees. Inhale, rise to stand. Hands come down by your side. Shake it out. Oh, you can't see my head. All right. Okay. So, while we're here, let's try to wake ourselves up a bit. I'm a little sleepy right now, so we need to get some blood flowing. This is something fun to do to wake you up in the mornings, but it's breath of joy. Maybe you know it, maybe you don't, but follow along. It's 3 quick inhales, and arms reach forward on the first, to the side on the second, all the way up on the third, and then exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, arms can reach behind you, shoulder blades together on your exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. A few more times. How about one more? Shake that out. And then come to the top of the mat. We're going to find a little flow. Grab a drink when you need one. Let's inhale, reach up. Oh, something else. If you find that you are always reaching out to the side, exhaling in that swan's dive, try to add in a few forward reaches and forward down reaches. Just to change it up on your shoulders. Take care of your shoulders. They get tired. Now we're going to go. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Bring your hands to your low back. Fingers can face down, elbows pull together. Core is nice and tall and strong. Little back bend here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Yes, I said 2 inhales. Just keep breathing. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Add on here. Exhale, fold. Hands to the mat. Right foot steps back. Let's bring the right knee down. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Palms come together, arms reach forward. We're going to draw left hand back along that arm and across the chest. A little side twist here, twisting towards the bent leg. Back hand swings down and around and up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps back, so tuck your back toes, lift that knee. Left foot back to plank. Pause for a rest here. Maybe you hang out in child's pose or down dog or table. Maybe you lower your knees. If chaturanga is in your practice, go right ahead. But if not, lower the knees, then lower to the mat, nice and controlled. Inhale, lift for a back bend. Exhale, lower. We'll meet back in down dog. On an exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, fold. Hands to the mat. Left foot steps back. Lower the knee to the ground. Inhale, rise up. Hang out here for a moment, but have a nice tall spine. Our left hip pulls forward, get hips even. And then exhale, arms reach forward. This time right hand draws back like a bow and arrow. Reach across your chest, reach behind you. A little twist to the right. Back hand swings down and around, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift the knee, step back to plank. So pick your poison. Do you want to rest? Does your body need rest? Do you want to flow? Find what works for you. I'm going to flow. So knees lower. Come down to your belly, nice and strong. Use those arm muscles. Inhale, lift for a cobra. Exhale, lower. Press back. We will all meet in a down dog. On an exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Hop, skip, tiptoe, fly. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, chair pose. On an inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, warrior three. So yes, we're going back to glutes. Maybe you hang out here for some balance, but we're going to hinge forward. Reach right foot to the back of the mat. Use blocks if you need to. Hips stay level. Arms can reach overhead or reach back. And then when you're ready, standing splits. I don't know why it's called standing splits. Just bear with me. So hands come to the floor, right leg lifts up. Unless you're a gymnast, your right leg really isn't in a splits pose, but this is working your glutes. Just reach that right foot up as high as you can. And then for some funsies, we're going to take right foot, set it down at the back of the mat. Sweep left foot back, three-legged dog. On an exhale, bring left foot forward, plant the foot down. Back foot stays on the ball of the foot. And we're going to inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. So in our crescent lunge, keep these low ribs pulled in. We're not finding a back bend. We're standing nice and tall here. And then exhale, hands to your hips. Turn to the long side of the mat, toes face out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Goddess pose. So wiggle around here. Maybe find a sway. One more breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your hips. Heel, toe, your feet together. Step to the top of the mat. Find your breath. Notice where you are. And let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, chair pose. Our last one. We didn't stay here very long, so let's stay here for one more breath. Spine is nice and long. And then left knee lifts. Find a little balance here. Exhale, hinge forward. Take left foot back. Warrior 3. Find the arm placement that works for you. Maybe you hold on to something that's nearby. And then exhale, hands to the ground. Left foot lifts to the sky, standing splits. This is also fun to do at the wall. It helps get your foot a little higher if you're looking for more of a stretch, but wherever you can be is probably enough for you. Inhale, maybe lift that foot a little higher if you like. Exhale, set it down at the back of the mat. Right foot sweeps back, goes to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Left foot stays on the ball of the foot. Inhale, rise up. Crescent lunge again. This time, exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot steps back to plank. Maybe you rest in down dog, table, or child's pose, or find a little flow. Knees come down. Nice strong arms as you lower. Inhale, I'm going to lift for a locust. Exhale, lower. And then inhale, press up to down dog. When you're ready, I'm going to turn. When you're ready, let's step to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, hands to your hips. We're going to do one more flow. I wasn't going to do this, but nope, you know what? I'll save that for another class. Let's try to keep these classes a little tidy. Let's play with eagle pose. So a little balance. So I like a block. I'm going to use the correct left and right. I'm not sure how that shows up on the screen, but place the block outside of one foot. Stand nice and strong in that foot. Blocks if you need them. So your hip is strong. You're not sticking it out like a snotty 12-year-old. Stand tall. Left foot lifts, or knee lifts. We're going to lift that knee really big. Take it over the right. Right knee bends. Toes can come to the block. That's why it's there. If you have really long legs, which I obviously don't, that back of the foot can wrap around behind the shin, or just hold that foot up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Both legs toward each other. Maybe you keep hands to heart. Find something that's not moving. A gaze in front of you. Just a little spot on the floor. Stay here. If you want to add the arms, reach out. Right arm comes under left. You can find eagle arms, lift those elbows. Maybe forearms together. Maybe give yourself a hug. Find the place that works for you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more breath. When you are ready to come out, do not rush. We're going to unfurl our arms. Rise up, bring that knee with you. Kick it out, set it down. Ow, ow, ow. Shake out the standing leg. Take the block to the other side. So yeah, it's kind of like a crutch, but not really. It's just there in case you need it. We're going to take weight into left foot. Stand nice and strong. Feel the roots go down into the earth. Grip the earth, the floor with your toes. Right knee lifts. Cross that leg. So really lift it up. Take it far. Or squeeze both knees. A little bend to the left knee. Notice I'm close to a wall. Or toes come down. Notice if one side is different than the other. Play around here with just your legs, or maybe add the arms. Left elbow comes under right. Lift those elbows. Find something to gaze at. One more big breath here before you come out. When you're ready, release your arms. Lift up. Extend one leg. Set it down. Shake that out. Find your way to the top of the mat. Let's take your feet wide. We'll inhale, reach up. Maybe even look up, so we're adding a little back bend. Just feels nice. And then palms together. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips. Malasana. If full Malasana is in your practice, take it on down there. If bringing knees to elbows, elbows to knees works in your body, stay right here. Maybe you add a twist to one side and take it to the other. But when you're ready, maybe hands come to the floor, maybe you play, but we're going to gracefully come on down to our bums. Gracefully or not gracefully. Plop. Sit down. Take your knees out, or your legs out in front of you. Shake them out. And then know that knees can stay a little bent. Maybe a block under the knees or a pillow. Pillow would be comfier. If you have tight, short hamstrings. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. So, if you can, so hands by your knees, perfectly fine. Spine comes long. On your inhale, exhale, you can fold a bit deeper. But I had a teacher, I used to always grab my feet because I can. But I had a teacher say, don't grab your feet unless your forearms can come to the floor. And mine are not quite there. My elbows don't touch down. So I'm not grabbing my feet to fold deeper and force myself into this. I'm just finding the fold that works in my body. Because if you have a belly or other things, Diane Bondi calls it luxury luggage, then it's a little harder to fold. On an inhale, we'll walk up. Bend your right knee, plant the foot down. Right hand is your kickstand behind you. Left arm reaches up. I'm going to turn so you can see me. There we go. That looks better. On an inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, find the twist that works for you. So elbow can come in front of me. It can come behind the knee. Hand can rest on shoulder. Maybe if you really have luxury luggage, both hands can come to the knee. Sit up tall on your inhale. Exhale, find a little twist. Hi, Shelby. What you doing? Go lay down. On an exhale, come forward. Open that knee out to the side. So foot comes by your knee, by your thigh, but we're not cranking it in. There's no rush. We're going to turn our chest towards this bent knee. We're going to inhale, reach up. Extended leg, same arm comes down to that leg. Find a little side bend here. Inhale, rise up. Top hand comes down. Lift up for a long stretch from fingers to toes. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you lift up on this shin, this knee. Get those hips up. Find a long baby wild thing. Exhale down. Tick-tock your knees side to side. We'll take it to the other side. So I'll just spin around here. Bring left knee in. Left hand is your kickstand. Right arm reaches up. Exhale. Find a little twist. The twist that works for you. Move stuff out of the way. And then exhale. Bring your gaze forward, chest forward. Turn the knee out to the side. Wiggle around. Make it work. Turn towards this bent knee. Inhale, both arms reach. Right hand, or whatever hand matches the extended leg, comes down. Find the side bend that works for you. Inhale, rise up. Left hand sets down. Reach up. So maybe you stay here. Maybe you lift up. Find a little, or come to, why do I say find? I don't know. I always do. Come to a nice long stretch. Exhale down. Tick-tock your knees side to side. Make your way down to your back. Bring both knees with you. Rock side to side. Hands come to knees. Knees stay get together. Circle knees in one direction and then the other. Let's reverse just to give that low back a massage. And then plant your feet down. Make sure you have space around you. We're going to find a twist, or we're going to come to a twist, but we're going to do something a little fun. So roll to one side. Come to that fetal position. Knees bent. Both arms reach out in front of you. If a block under your head would be comfy, or a blanket, you can bring that in. Pause here as we settle down here at the end of our practice. And then we're going to take whatever, I didn't tell you which side, whatever side you're on. Take this top hand, reach it out far. So it reaches out farther than those fingers, like that. I know you can't see, I should scoot back. And then we're going to take this top hand and walk it up over our head. So like a clock. So we're here at 3 o'clock. We're going to come up to 12 o'clock. And then bring that arm out to the side to 9 o'clock. So we're in a nice, settled supine twist. If this doesn't work for you, a block, where is my book? Under the knees or between the knees can help. Maybe left hand or whatever hand is on the same side as your knees can rest up here. Put a little more pressure on those knees, or give your hip a little massage. But settle in. I'm feeling this stretch in my low top side of my hips, my back. So when I breathe in, I send my breath there. Try to settle it down. 2 more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, let's walk this extended arm out to the side. Bring it up to 12 o'clock. Circle it around. And then make your way to your other side. So if you want to keep looking at your video, just switch to the other side, maybe roll over. You can figure it out yourself. Both arms reach out. Take the top hand, reach it out long. Walk fingers up over your head to 12 o'clock. And out to 9. Adjust your knees around. Maybe they stay down like this. Maybe they bend up. So this is a nice, big, strong supine twist. A twist while you're on your back. That's supine. Belly is prone. I'm learning these. So yeah, another nice big stretch here in my low back, my upper hip. But use those adjustments, maybe some props, a pillow, a blanket, a block between your knees. Takes a little pressure off. When you're ready, maybe you walk those fingers up overhead. Maybe you just reach that arm up to the sky. Come back over to close your arms up. Return to your back. Bring those knees into your chest, rock side to side, maybe some circles. And then reach your feet up to the ceiling. Soles of the feet face the sky. Maybe you bend one knee and the other, walk on the ceiling. Maybe you come to happy baby. Just find something you can do for the next couple breaths to get those last wiggles out. Make your way to your Shavasana pose. So typically Shavasana is done in a corpse pose. If arms are down here, notice how that feels in your shoulders. Maybe bring them up to a T. See if that settles your shoulders in a bit more. Know that knees can stay bent if that feels better on your low back. But wherever you find yourself in your Shavasana, stay right there. You can stay here as long as you like. I will finish this up, but stay in your Shavasana for at least a few more minutes. Finding that pause in your day is really nice. It helps to calm your nervous system. It just feels good, and it just helps. Trust me, try to do it every day. Even if you don't do a practice, you just lay down, close your eyes, and just breathe for 3 minutes. See if that changes how you're feeling throughout the day. Continue on with your Shavasana. I thank you so much for joining in today, wherever you may be. And may peace be above you. May peace be below you. May peace be around you. And may peace be in you. Thank you so much.